Hello, my name is John Sanner, and I am not a yoga instructor. I'm just a 71-year-old guy who is passionate about yoga. The word pranayama comes from two Sanskrit words, prana, which means life force or breath, and yama, which means control. So pranayama is really the control of the breath, and it's a fundamental part of any good yoga practice. Now, in the context that I'm going to be using it today, pranayama is simply going to mean a breath control technique or breath exercise. Recently, one of my instructors taught a pranayama technique that I thought was so unusual and yet so simple that it intrigued me, and as I studied it, I said, I really need to incorporate this into my personal yoga practice, particularly as part of my warm-up for a yoga session. It is called mountain breath. And what I'd like to do is simply go through a single cycle of mountain breath. I will illustrate what it looks like, and then I'll break it down so that you understand exactly what is going on there. So then, mountain breath. So then, that is a single cycle of mountain breath. So let me talk about what's going on there. First, with the respiratory system. It's pretty simple. As the arms go up, there is an inhale. You're filling your lungs as best you can to maximum capacity, and then at the top, hands go into a mudra, which looks like this. You stretch your spine, biceps by the ears, holding the breath only briefly, then breaking the mudra and coming down slower than you went up. So ideally, the exhale is longer than the inhale. When you're just out of breath, almost, hands come in with thumbs into the creases of the hips, then pressing down on the top of the legs. Belly is hollowed out, head drops slightly, and I like to contract my pelvic floor to squeeze out the last bit of air, and then hands come and rest on top of the knees, and you observe the energy. So that's what's going on with the respiratory system. The other reason I like it is there's some physical activity that's going on that supports waking up certain parts of the body before a yoga practice. Just consider the fact that as my arms are going up, I'm engaging muscles in my shoulder, upper back, arms, and when I get to the top and the hands go into the steeple mudra, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm stretching up, I'm elongating my spine, and then on the exhale, as I'm coming down, I deliberately contract my shoulder blades together, pulling my shoulder blades back and down. Then the arms come in, and when I go into the hollow belly part of this, it's almost like a seated cat. So it's waking up the physical body as well as benefiting the respiratory system, putting some oxygen in the blood. But the third thing that is going on is very non-obvious, and that has to do with energy. Now, the human body has all kinds of energies going on in it. There's chemical energy, there's electrical energy, there's electromagnetic energy, and the ancient yogis understood that long before there was science to prove it. If you're familiar with Qigong or Reiki, perhaps you've already been exposed to that. Mountain breath makes it very easy to observe the energy. If you tune into it, As your arms go up, imagine, if you will, the energy flowing upward. And then as the arms go down, the energy is flowing downward. And when the hands come up to the top of the knees, this is where the magic occurs, and that is you're observing the energy and what is it doing inside of your body. Mountain breath is considered to be a energy storing exercise, and that's one of the reasons that I like it, because I like to do power yoga, and believe me, I need to have as much energy stored in my body before I do a power yoga class as I can. So those are the reasons that I'm excited about mountain breath and why I have incorporated that technique into my practice. I hope you'll consider doing the same with yours. I'm John Sanner. Thank you for watching, and namaste.